this webinar, and I hope that everyone's feeling a-okay. And also you might have noticed that I used the word hello instead of good morning or good afternoon. And the reason is that right now we are being broadcasted in different languages, in different language rooms simultaneously across the entire globe. And somewhere it's morning and somewhere it's already late evening. For example, I know that for a fact, it's already late evening in Australia and New Zealand. And let's see if we have Australia and New Zealand in the house. Anyone? Chris, I know that you are from there. Yeah. And what about India? Do we have Indians here? Probably they are catching up. Okay, what about CIS and Europe and both Americas? Probably not in this room. We have the Spanish and the Italian room as well. So if I didn't mention your region, please don't take offense. I didn't do it on purpose. And I hope that you are full of energy, especially those of you who came here after a pretty intense 5-day training that our company held this week, where each of those days were dedicated to one key skill that are essential for both our professional and personal lives. And if by some evil twist of fate you missed that training, please go to our official YouTube channel and watch the recordings of all those trainings. They're there in all the languages. You can watch them at your convenience, at your leisure, when it is most convenient to you. And I guarantee that you won't regret watching them. And if you find those training sessions valuable, which I'm sure you will, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And also, if you find those trainings useful, and if you find other material on that YouTube channel useful, recommend it to your friends. Okay, before we start, we need to make sure that you have something to drink, as usual, because it is very important to stay hydrated. And also make sure that you have a piece of paper, your notebook, your exercise book, and your pen close at hand. And I recommend you do that for 2 simple reasons. First, as always, it is very important to write things down, to write down your realizations, your interesting thoughts, as soon as they come to your mind, because otherwise you might forget them later. And the second reason I suggest you write things down is because it is an opportunity to actually practice your handwriting. Because I don't know about you guys, but I almost forgot how to do it. I mean, when I write, something awful comes out of it. It's like doctor's writing or something. And I used to have such a nice handwriting when I was at the university. So every opportunity I get to write things down by hand, I use that opportunity. So let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, we can get started. And first, allow me to introduce myself. So my name is Denis Pugac, and many of you probably already know me as the company's interpreter. And I have been interpreting and I have been translating, because there is a difference. Interpreting is oral translation, and translation is actually written translation for our company for the last 4 years. And I have always also been in charge of the simultaneous interpretation department in our company. And also it is thanks to this company that I started my private investors journey as well. So what happened is I translated and interpreted numerous translation courses on financial and investment literacy that were held by our company. And inevitably, I got more knowledgeable in this area. Like some of those pieces of information and knowledge simply stuck with me. And then a new project came up, the project that you will hear about today. And as soon as I heard about it, I told myself, I don't want just to translate for it. What I want is actually be directly involved in the implementation of that project because it deeply resonates with what I am personally passionate about, which is gaming. But as you will see, this project is far, far from being just about gaming. There is a much deeper thought behind it. But I'm running a little bit ahead of myself here. So let's go to the next slide, please. And let me hydrate myself. Okay, before we proceed, it is important that you and I read this disclaimer together because, as they say, forewarned is okay, forearmed. Too late. So the information provided here is for informational purposes only and is not intended as financial, investment, tax, or any other professional advice. And users are encouraged to seek advice, professional help from qualified professionals before making any kind of decisions based on the information provided in this training, in this presentation. And while every effort is made to ensure the accuracy and completeness of the information, this information is provided as is, without any warranty of any kind. So best results, as in all aspects of our lives, are typically achieved through a combination of financial literacy training as well as persistent and consistent actions. And it is essential that we educate ourselves and maintain a disciplined approach to achieve optimal outcomes in financial endeavors. So we are done with that part. So we can move on to the next slide, please. Okay, let's go quickly through our agenda today. So our today's agenda is actually twofold. The first part will be dedicated to our new product, and you will learn everything there is to learn about it. And the second part will be our MLCI business training. I guess many of you are here for that exact reason. And if you're wondering what MLCI is, don't worry, we will tell you everything you need to know about it. And we will teach you how to get started in this new, for many of you, business avenue. But for now, let me give you a little spoiler. So MLCI stands for multi-level crowd investing. So first, we will introduce you to our platform. It's called Coinset. Then we will introduce our new business partner, RedPad Games, and their team will give you an overview of their company and their project. And then, as I like to say, you will see why our cooperation is more than just 1 + 1 = 2. And that's a guarantee. And also, later in the training, we will show you the product, the offer that together with RedPad Games, we as Coinset have prepared for you. So we would like to invite you, or better, urge you to stay for both parts of our webinar, because you will not only learn how to become the owner of the product that we're going to talk about today, but also how to build your business on that product. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. So let's talk about Coinset. Coinset is a new marketing company with an ecosystem that offers its partners exclusive instruments for making active and passive income based on the multi-level crowd investing principle that we've already mentioned, but probably now you don't have the entire background about it. But again, don't worry. I promise you, we will give you all the knowledge you need. And we are present in 146 countries. Currently, we speak 7 languages, sometimes 7, sometimes a little bit fewer. As I mentioned before, right now we are being simultaneously translated into 4 different languages. And also we have a community of 1,700,000 registered users. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about our mission, our goal, and our vision. So let's start with our mission. Our mission is to implement the new economic evolution of the world. For short, new with double E. And new is more than just an economic model. It's like a philosophy. It's a philosophy of more equitable distribution of wealth and resources. And it's about building a society where people get the chance of owning the companies whose products and services they use. Now, of course, the skeptic in you might say that, come on, this is impossible. But let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard about Huasi village in China? It's also known as the village of millionaires. It's called the village of millionaires due to the high level of economic development and standard of living. The poorest families there, quote unquote, poorest, have a fortune of at least $400,000. And this is achieved due to the fact that all village residents are shareholders of the Huasi Village Corporation. And those guys receive a fifth of the income of all the companies located in that village. And the rest of the income, the rest of the proceeds go to further develop or further promote social and economic development of the region. Now, let's take this model and apply it on a global scale. And this is exactly what our community is aiming for. Our vision is to bring the way of doing business to a completely new level by implementing the approach of multi-level crowd investing, and you will hear that term on more occasions during this webinar. Anyone can enjoy the offers made by the ecosystem. Anyone can become part of the ecosystem and, most importantly, earn from it. And today, we will give you every piece of information that you might need to learn how to do it. And our immediate goal is to have 10 million users on our platform by mid-2024. And this is being achieved by creating an ecosystem of interrelated and complementary services, such as a marketplace, such as a payment system, a crypto exchange, an education platform, etc., etc. But I will tell you a little bit more about it. I'm not talking right now out of my head. I'm talking about actual working projects already in our ecosystem. So now let's take a look at the fundamental principle of our operations. And that principle is on the next slide. Please, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so our unique approach is based on the trifecta of MLCI. And the reason why we call it a trifecta is because by applying MLCI, you achieve 3 desirable outcomes. First, you get to be a client. You get the earliest opportunity to purchase innovative, unique products on the most favorable terms. Also, you get access to the best products and services in the market in general. And as the cherry on top of the pie, you get access to workshops and trainings and multiple exclusive promotions at the same time. Second, you can become an entrepreneur. You get the exclusive opportunity to promote products and start doing your own business on your own terms. It can be in your own country, it can be in your own country, in the neighboring countries, it can be on the global level. Imagination is your only limit here. And later in the training part of our webinar, you will be amazed at the range of benefits the MLCI business actually has to offer. And most importantly, you get the chance to co-own the business that you promote. And depending on the partnership terms, of course, and the products that you choose to promote, you get to become co-owner to, let's say, different degrees. But nevertheless, there is an equity stake in all the projects that our company, and hence you, are involved. And as you can see, let's go to the next slide. This is an ecosystem that we're building. It's an entire ecosystem, which is gradually expanding and which will eventually incorporate all core services and products that we might need in our daily life. Currently, we already have a payment system. Remember, I mentioned it before. It's a working payment system, Swiss-based. It's called Global Unit Pay. We have a crypto exchange, Unitex. Actually, we have two of them, Unitex and FNT Exchange. We have a perfumery business, EvoScent. We have digital guarantees, NDE, an Italian project, which is an alternative to your traditional banking guarantees that can use your crypto as collateral for taking out a loan. And thanks to our Australian partners, we even have a green energy project in our ecosystem. It's called EPU. So the eventual goal here would be to create a one-stop shop ecosystem where you would have everything or almost everything you need in one place. And in the center of it all is Coinset, our marketing platform. That is composed of three, we call them hubs. We have a knowledge hub, we have a product hub, and we have a market hub. It's a platform where you can buy a product if you want to be just a client, where you can place a product if you have a product to offer, of course, and where you can get educated with many, many courses being offered absolutely for free. The only price you have to pay is your time that it takes to sign up. So all you have to do is just sign up. Let's go to the next slide, please. Give me a second. And now, allow me to introduce to you our new business partner, RedPad Games. And as I said, after they present their company and after they present their project, I'm sure you will agree with me, and I'm saying it already for the second time today and probably fifth time in my life, that our cooperation is a perfect marriage, is a perfect example when 1 + 1 is more than 2. So without further ado, I give you RedPad Games. You guys are there?
Yes, we are. Welcome all. I don't know if you can see me well or not. My name is Vildan Fazilov because I cannot see myself, and this is the reason I'm asking. Hello, everyone. My name is Vildan Fazilov. I am the CEO and Executive Officer of RedPad Games. We are a gaming studio creating top games, and this year, we are intending to launch our first product, Dustland. And with the idea of investment mobilization attached, Christina is my assistant. Welcome all. And we have been in video gaming for over 19 years and been developing different products, Stalker, and the last product we worked with is Wargaming, World of Tanks. They are all the products which are still functional, earning money, and they are very powerful top products. And our payroll includes over 70 persons. Mostly we are located in Kazakhstan, but all the others are presented in globally, Switzerland, the US, and other countries. And this is an innovative company creating video games. And for the first time in the entire cycle of gaming industry development, we are the company offering an opportunity to monetize through playing our games. Dustland, this is a traditional game. It's not a crypto game. And over 10 years, it is expected to release a lot of other games, but that is a studio creating new financial incentives, tools for gaming industry at large. And we are a large, powerful bridging gaming industry and crypto industry. The company will grow very quickly globally. Why? Because there are about 4 billion gamers all around the globe. And we've been in top 10 for over the last 10 years. We have acquired our niche on the market, and we intend to attract at least 4.5 million persons. And through our collaboration with Coinset and Global Unit Pay, that is the payment system, the only payment system which will be on our marketplace, and all our audience will carry out transactions through using this payment system. So this large-scale collaboration, which will result in a fast startup of our cooperation and collaboration. The company will create its own schools, universities. We will open new jobs, and we will be a leader, top leader. It will not be a simple studio with its marketplace, but there will be the payment system attached, Global Unit Pay. It is already existing. There is a bank and your exchange. We will be listed on your exchange. We will bring in our users as your clients, and eventually the company is expected to grow and develop quickly, and the minimum amount to be monetized through the smallest package regarding our intentions to do. So the figures may be different, of course, and we have our own cryptocurrency, but here I will give the floor to Christina. She will outline it more. Yes, hello to everyone. Please give me a slide of RPGC ecosystem and give me 10 to indicate that you can hear me well. Thank you. So a few words about myself. Over 18 years, I launched about 60 startups in different areas, real estate, and 64 crypto projects reached capitalization from 1 to 5 million US dollars, and one crypto project reached the overall turnover of 881 million US dollars. Yes, I'm lacking a bit to launch the project that would generate billions, but now, today, I am the investment director in RedPad Games, and I have a feeling that RedPad Games has a huge potential to become a unicorn and to have a breakthrough on the international market. And it is my honor to be a part of this large-scale business and represent this global ecosystem RPGC. What RPGC is? RPGC Token is the single key to RedPad Games ecosystem, covering a wide spectrum of products and the maximum audience. Our ecosystem includes 12 key sectors that will assist us to scale up and to build a multi-million business. At present, we start to implement a unique business model where the key two components, such as multi-platform games and Web3 marketplace, will be linked through the third element, RPGC Token, which gives unlimited opportunities to investors, gamers, and others. At present, we've designed one game, Dustland. It is almost 90% ready, and in another few months, it will be released on Steam. Then we expect to launch our Web3 marketplace and RPGC token listing. Our internal marketplace, which is in RPGC ecosystem, is an analog of Steam platform, and each and every user will use a token to carry out operations in the system, on the marketplace, and in the ecosystem that will also include other games. This ecosystem will also include venture funds, publishing, advertising agency, gaming technical brand, as well as banking and payment system, UGC, rewarding system, crypto exchange, and IT university to educate people in blockchain and gaming industry. And what are the benefits or the privileges of the RPGC token holder? Next slide, please. We offer you a unique opportunity to buy a token that will service a huge ecosystem at a better price before listing is in place. A token with the potential of a high-quality banking product offering access to different capacities of the ecosystem. We also provide access to the game and unique gaming assets that will grow in price. They are special and closed educational business opportunities and many others. And all these linked to our referral program and your progress in Coinset. But please note, I'd like to draw your attention to item 5. Each token holder has the right to become a business partner and receive dividends. Give me 10 in the chat if you like this idea that you will also become a co-owner of this business and will get passive income dividends. I believe you will like this idea like I do, as it promotes financial freedom of everyone, and that is our intention as well. And by the way, give me 5 in the chat if you would like to lift up your capital. And next slide. Thank you. Thanks for your feedback. And now let's talk about figures and RPGC token growth potential. Each and every gamer will use a token to carry out transactions on the market in the ecosystem. This is the strongest driver. And according to the statistics, each gamer invests from $10 to $15. And according to the analytics, altogether there are about 300 million US dollars. But through this unique business model, and through the cooperation with blockchain and crypto industry and the launch of this and high demand for token from gamers and industry, the startup price could be $10 US during 2024. Analysts of different foundations forecast that over 10 years, the potential of RPGC token could grow from 50 skyrocketing to $900 US in view of the launch of different gaming projects and different products such as marketplace, bank, payment system, advertising agency, publishing project, crypto exchange, IT university, and others. And the growth of the token will be also promoted by the halving of Bitcoin, on the edge of the halving of Bitcoin, and the token will be also launched in Asian markets. We are negotiating with such exchanges as Binance, Huobi, and others, and our cooperation with NVIDIA, AWS, Steam, Epic Games, Binance Pay, Polygon, and cooperation with the top streamers and celebrities. The capacity of the market of gaming industry generates huge incomes. The more gamers are engaged in our games, the higher the token is. And the company has the mechanism to boost the price of the token by using the toolkits based on the revenues. And the smart contracts also includes the mechanism of burning down, which will also support deficit of token, that is RPGC token growth. In other words, RPGC token is a unique and exclusive opportunity for MLCI to become our early bird and to become our startup investor, early investor. Thank you very much for being with us, and I pass back the floor to Vildan if he has something to add to this, or the speaker after me. Thank you, Christina. Very informative speech. I decided to came back to say a few words about the company, saying that this is a really unique opportunity, guys, for you all. And we, in cooperation with Coinset, give you an opportunity to invest into the company, which is not a startup company, but a developed company already. And you may add this product to your wish list. In the chats, you will get links to the product. And we cooperate with top companies such as Steam, where the game will be released. There is an advertising page already in place. Steam has over 120 million persons monthly online users. And on Marketplace, it will be placed as well, 25 million users monthly, Epic Games platforms. And all top films under Odyssey or Marvel franchise. So the best, offering the best special effects, they are designed based on Epic Games products that is specializing in the creation of video games, special effects, and we are actually designing our game there. And these the pictures will be very close to reality, and it will reflect the entire moods and spirits of the developers when the video games are created. And Amazon actually is Jeff Bezos, I believe. I don't need to introduce him. Amazon service covers 80% of the entire market. And this solution will enable us in other countries of the world to deploy servers for excellent gaming experience by our users. Dustland will also support mobile version, because imagine a PC game, at least 3-4 million gamers, and plus much more users on mobile version. And 6 months after, there will be a console game available as well, according to our expectations. PC is not quite a cheap device, but everyone enjoys their smartphones. So this game will be supported by smartphones as well. And we are hopeful that while we are releasing our games, the technologies will evolve and progress further. And therefore, this video game with high resolution, they will be ready to offer you unique experiences. Amazon, I also mentioned this. So we have some other partnerships and collaborations. RedPad Games, that is the company which participates in different products. Enchanted #4. And there are some movies, churches. I don't remember, but the actor who was playing the Spider-Man. So there are some other world bestsellers in video gaming industry, successful console games. And even the series are made based on the games. And our company is writing games to make sure that they are scaled up further. There would be movies, could be movies, and series made, including toys, because, you know, children are crazy about such toys. And that is a brief overview of our company. Actually, I may talk endlessly about what has been done, our collaborations and partnerships, but I believe we are pressed for time. Therefore, and this training session, this workshop is quite busy. So therefore, I'd like to thank you all, and thanks for your support. In the end, I'd like to add and to ask moderators to play a trailer about our video game for you to watch it and to see which product we are releasing quite soon. Thank you. Thank you. Dennis, the floor is back to you.
Well, thank you very much, guys. And I know that this particular game runs on Unreal Engine 5. And Vildan, I think, already mentioned it, that this particular engine, Unreal Engine in general, is used for movie making. Not, let me rephrase it. It's used for special effects in movies in real time. And I think it's The Mandalorian that uses it by, I think it's Disney. And then also it's called Westworld on HBO. And also somewhere on the internet, I saw Matrix, the movie Matrix, not the original movie, but some kind of a remake running entirely on Unreal Engine. So, and the effect is cinematographic. Basically, you almost cannot see the difference between the computer generated animatics or computer generated graphics and like the photographic imagery. It's that good. And over time, it's going to be better and better. And I know that those guys have a VR platform to be included in the future. So imagine yourself playing the game with a complete immersion effect, like you are there in the game. But again, guys, remember, this project is not about gaming only. It's also about investing early in a token that is simply bound to grow. Look at the graph, and this graph is not taking out of the someone's head. There is a whole tokenomics behind this graph. Okay, so guys, again, thank you very much for your presentation, and I'm sure that our cooperation is going to be very productive. And now let's see what kind of an offer Coinset and RedPad Games together have come up with. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, so here we have 9 different packages to match different purchasing powers and different, let's say, investment appetites of people who want to be the proverbial early birds. So obviously, if you go for the biggest package, you will get the lowest price per token. That's how it works. It's the classic example of a wholesale discount. The more you purchase, the less you pay per unit. For instance, the 25 unit or the $25 package, in that package, the token price will be around 0.6 units. Whereas in the $25,000 package, the token price is going to be about 20 cents. And to calculate that, you divide the package price by the number of RPGC tokens included in the package. Easy. Anyone can do it, and I invite you to do it yourself with every single package. And also, please note the vesting terms in the last column. The lockup period is 6 months, which means that your tokens will start unfreezing after 6 months. However, please remember that it takes longer for all the tokens to unfreeze if you buy bigger packages, because you get way more tokens per dollar in bigger packages. I will let it settle in with you before I continue. Okay, and now I think this is a good sign of a forward-thinking and smart tokenomics on the side of RedPad Games, because they don't want a lot of unfrozen tokens being literally dumped into the market, but rather let the process evolve organically. Let the token grow. And I really admire that. And considering the RedPad Games plan to list the token at $1, if I'm not mistaken, you can do your own math and calculate how many X's you potentially, I underline the word potentially, can make. With the most affordable package, you can potentially double up on your initial capital. Whereas with the biggest package, you can potentially increase 5x and not 3x. I did my math. It's 20 cents per token. And in addition, RedPad will also offer the staking opportunity to reward those who want to keep their tokens instead of dumping them, and who want to watch their capital grow. For those who want to behave like a true investor. And I would like also to draw your attention to the Sapphire package over there. It's in the middle for 1,000 units, aka $1,000. So with the gift tokens included, you get 3,000 87, yes, 87 tokens, which makes it roughly 30 cents per token, which means you can potentially, and now, Chris, that's where you shine, triple your capital once the token gets listed. Moreover, you get a discount voucher for the key to the game. And if you are a gamer like me, if you like extraction survival shooters, then you get to enjoy playing RedPad games first. RedPad first game, Dustland, right when it gets released. Or probably you will be invited to participate in the beta as well. That's what I'm looking for. And if you're not a gamer, you can easily sell the key to someone else. It's transferable. And there is one more bonus included in the package. It sits right there, smack in the middle of the table. It says, in the Sapphire case, 10 random skins. And skins doesn't mean people with shaved heads or anything. If you don't know what a skin is, don't worry. I will give you a quick explanation. An in-game skin is a cosmetic item that changes the appearance of your character, how your character looks like, or how your weapon looks like, or how your backpack looks like. Practically objects in the game. And these skins do not alter, I repeat, the game mechanics. They do not make you better. They not give you additional abilities. They're used purely for aesthetic reasons or purposes. And players can purchase them, earn them in-game, or trade with other players. And this is exactly what RPGC coin, among other things, will be needed for. It's an in-game or in-ecosystem currency. Skins allow gamers to personalize their in-game characters or items. They basically make them look unique and often more appealing, at the same time without affecting, I repeat, the gameplay. And to show you why skins are important, let's go to the next slide. And I'm sure you will be surprised to hear what I'm going to tell you. Okay, ready? So in-game purchases, or how skins can become a smart investment. 1 second. Okay, so let's read. In-game purchases already overtook video game purchases and account for the biggest share of the video gaming market. It means, basically, that people spend more money on in-game purchases than on buying the actual game. In 2023, the global gaming audience already spent almost 70 billion US dollars on additional in-game content. In 2025, the market value of in-game purchases is projected to surpass $74.4 billion. Now, take a look at the bottom left corner of the slide. This skin in the Counter-Strike, it's a game, is called Dragon Lore. And currently, its price ranges from $4,000 to a whopping $400,000, depending on the variation of the skin. And back in 2014, you could have bought this particular skin for simply $300. Or if you were lucky, you could have gotten it for free in a random weapon case, the so-called random skin. So basically, you could have made at least 10x on this skin alone. And remember the Sapphire package for $1,000, 1,000 units from the previous table? In that package, you get 10 random skins. What if you get lucky? And what if you get something like the Dragon Lore, but of course in the Dustland world? And I repeat, those skins and discount vouchers are simply included in the package as a bonus, because what you actually purchase is the whole package with everything included in it. And let's go to the next slide. Guys, here we have planned for you a short 10-minute break, but I think we are going at a good pace. What say you? Should we make a pause or should we move on? Because that's it as far as the product is concerned. Okay, I see someone says go on. Yeah, let's do that. And then we will have, no, come on. Let's move on because we will go through our business presentation part. And then for those of you who are still like in the middle of the day, have an entire evening off. And those of you who are like late in the evening, then you guys can go to sleep, do your meditation, reflect on what you've heard and on what you've seen. And then be ready to meet the new day. Okay, let's carry on. I agree. Okay, so let's talk about our business model, which is MLCI. And the topic of our training is the MLCI Pioneering Your Path to Prosperity. So let's go to the next slide, please, because the first part of the training will be conducted by me, and then the training will be taken over by a very dear friend of mine. But I, again, do not want to make any spoilers. Probably you know him, probably you don't, but I don't want to ruin the surprise if you don't. Okay, so like any aspects of our life, business too undergoes a process of evolution. Traditional business practices can trace their origins back to the earliest civilizations. Approximately 5,000 years ago, that's when first people started trading things. Fundamentally, it did involve the exchange of goods or services to make a profit, or to exchange goods and services for other goods and profits and products and services. So surely the methods and approaches to conducting business have undergone significant transformations from the era when people traded food for seashells. But in the present day, we can witness a lot of multinational corporations engaged in commerce across all 5 continents. We have online shopping, we have Amazon, we have Alibaba or AliExpress, where you don't even have to leave your residence, your home, for goods to be literally delivered to your doorstep. So you don't have even get up from your sofa or from your armchair. But nevertheless, at its core, the essence of business has remained the same. The fundamental objective here is to sell goods at a markup to generate a profit. And then sometime, around the 1930s, in the United States, the concept of multi-level marketing emerged, although some claim that it emerged in mid-18th century. But honestly, who cares? One of its most appealing aspects is that people, no matter where they are, get the opportunity to become distributors and earn income by establishing a network, multi-level network, without additional investment in the business itself. Let me read the comments. Yeah, it's general comments. Okay. Numerous renowned multi-level companies still adhere to the same old principle, which is distributors make sales through various means and techniques, such as your standard advertising. It can be digital marketing, social media, or even still door-to-door sales. And what they do, they earn their commissions. But the fact is, they never get to own the business that they promote. It never really, truly becomes theirs. And then MLCI emerged as the next step in the business evolution. Or, I already told you, it's called multi-level crowd investing. And the term multi-level crowd investing has been mentioned already today on numerous occasions throughout our webinar and throughout our 5-day training too. And still, for newcomers to our community, I think this concept might be entirely new, entirely unfamiliar. And this is because MLCI as a business model was conceived, as Bob says, in 2014. Probably the idea was born even earlier. It was conceived in our community and for our community. MLCI combines the principles of conventional network marketing with investing. In essence, what it does, it takes the best of both worlds. In MLCI, individuals have the opportunity to promote a company's products and services and build their own business from ground up, from scratch. And most importantly, the investment element, the investment component in MLCI, that's what I stands for, allows individuals to become co-owners of the business they are promoting. Now, let's delve into the advantages and disadvantages of these three distinct types of businesses. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, the major advantages of owning a traditional business include being your own boss, working on your own, and having full control over your decisions. Even if they are bad decisions, they're your decision, not your boss's. And the experience of starting and running your own business can be exhilarating. I remember myself when I started and ran my own publishing business. Some of you already heard that story. And there were like moments where I felt like pure joy. I'm my own boss. I run my own business. This is an incredible feeling. But on the flip side, traditional business comes with various challenges and drawbacks, disadvantages. And this is why it's often said that it's not suitable for everyone. And around 10% of small businesses actually survive to tell the tale. Yes, and it does involve a lot of stress. You have lots of responsibilities there. I'm replying to the comment in the English chat. Second, high startup costs. In my case, establishing my publishing business required nearly all my savings. I had to purchase licenses, permits, print actual books, set up logistics and distribution. And the worst part was waiting for payment. And sometimes I waited for half a year, and sometimes I never received my due payment. That's business. Second, ongoing investments. Ask any business owner where their money is. And they will most likely tell you that most of their capital is tied up in their business, in their inventory, in their production facility, in their products, goods, etc., etc. Next, regulatory hurdles. While business registration has become easier in many countries, statistics show, at least in my country, that around 99% of small businesses lack proper documentation. And it's not a matter of if, but when regulatory authorities will find out and come knocking at your door. And you're going to pay a fine, or you'll have to close down your business. Traditional business is time intensive. It poses a high risk of failure and is usually highly, highly competitive. Employee-related issues and costs. Well, this goes without saying. Limited scalability. Take my publishing business, for example. There was a limit to how many book titles I could work on or I could manage simultaneously at the same time without sacrificing my personal life and without sacrificing my primary source of income, which back then and still is my interpretation jobs. And Mila also gave an example. Mila Serdyukova, one of our top leaders, if you don't know who I'm talking about, gave an example of a hairdresser's salon. So basically, if you run a hairdresser's salon, you can serve so many clients per day. And you cannot go beyond unless you open new shops, new responsibilities, more personnel, more stress. And you cannot really go international with like small business. Well, you can, but then again, the risks are beyond proportion here. And the next disadvantage would be physical location constraints. It ties very well with the example that I just gave. So if you want to continue the example of my publishing house, my publishing business, house may be too strong a word for that. International publishing houses may have branches in various countries, but the odds for a new, especially small business, successfully entering a new, especially foreign market are very small, like minute. And as you can see, traditional businesses have their advantages, but there are certainly success stories where small enterprises grow into large companies. For example, Steve Jobs' garage grew into a transnational giant. However, there are countless businesses that fail, and you never hear their story because they ceased to exist. There is a whole graveyard of businesses that never saw their second year. Let's go to the next slide, please. And now let's delve into the world of network or referral marketing businesses. There are several benefits to consider here, such as potential for high earnings with small financial base or small financial investments. So in network marketing, you don't need to invest in physical shops, in stores. You don't have to invest in production facilities, the equipment. You don't have to invest in doing the interior design. You don't have to invest in buying tools or conducting extensive marketing campaigns. You simply purchase a product. It allows you to unlock your compensation plan. It's called marketing plan in our case, and you can start working. Next, consistent mentorship. Unless you start your own network marketing company, there are always experienced leaders and mentors out there in our company who are always ready to guide you on your journey. Usually it's your sponsor, it's your upline, but not necessarily. Sometimes people lose their sponsor. They can go to any other leader and they will always provide them with valuable advice and support. It's like a family, becomes like a family. Third, geographic and regulatory independence. In network marketing, the corporate side typically handles compliance matters, the legal matters, which allows you to focus solely on product distribution. In other words, you are not limited to your own country. You can expand internationally. It's easily achievable. And many leaders in our company work across various countries and even continents. And by the way, one of such leaders will speak after me. So stick to the end, you will enjoy it. Next, office-free flexibility. Network marketing offers flexibility in terms of working hours. You have the autonomy to decide when to work and when to take breaks. And yesterday, by the way, we had a wonderful session on time management. Check it out. It will organize your working day immensely. Ongoing skill development. Numerous network marketing companies, including ours, offer valuable skill development programs, often at no cost. And I already mentioned, and I keep on mentioning, that this week we ran a 5-day training course in key skills development, and we did it absolutely for free. Multi-level payment system. Well, network marketing businesses typically feature a compensation plan, a marketing plan, or bonus plan, if you will, that enables you to earn not only from your personal sales, but also from your team's sales. And this is what makes this particular business twice as appealing. Next, substantial earning potential. There are individuals in this field who can easily make 6- and 7-figure incomes. And usually those earnings are a direct reflection of the effort, time, and dedication those individuals put in this business. And later in the training, one of our top leaders, I'm talking about the same person, will provide information and tips on how to reach such levels of success. However, there are drawbacks to network marketing as well, such as status verification. Many multi-level network marketing companies require maintaining a certain sales volume, and also from your structure, and also personal spending or personal purchases, in order for you to maintain your rank, your status, and to keep enjoying more elevated, higher commissions. And basically what it means is that you must consistently make sales to sustain your business. While in the perfect world, ideally, you'd prefer a model where your business generates constant income, as is the case with multi-level crowd investing, MLCI. Other advantages include growth ceiling, career risks, and reputational concerns. And multi-level marketing often faces undue, unjustified prejudice due to numerous scams that pose as legitimate network marketing. And yes, Tom, and people who've been deceived in the past are now cautious. And it is very essential that we address these concerns, these fears, through education and learning. And regarding our newly introduced product, RPGC, I personally believe that promoting this particular project, this particular coin, carries absolutely no reputational risks. These guys are a solid company. And considering the comprehensive information that you've received today about the developers company, it's actually a no-brainer. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, MLCI, finally. So in MLCI, you'll discover numerous advantages that are very much similar to those advantages that we find in traditional MLM. But it wouldn't be the next step in the evolution of business if MLCI didn't offer more. So let's go through almost all the items here. Comprehensive financial and business education. Much of this education is actually accessible for free. Again, the two recent examples are this week's 5-day training, sorry for mentioning it all over again, and today's training too. It's absolutely for free. And more, much more can be found on our Coinset platform. Just go there and explore. All you have to do is sign up. Next, practical application of acquired knowledge. So unlike traditional education, which often creates a gap between the knowledge that you acquire or receive there and the skills that are actually required by the market, MLCI offers practical, so-called hands. And you can immediately take that knowledge and take it to the bank. No, I'm joking. You take that knowledge and you apply it into practice because it comes from real-world experience. 3, fostering entrepreneurial mindset and personal growth. And 4, diverse business opportunities. While traditional MLM companies tend to focus on a single type of product, MLCI offers you to choose between different products and find a product that resonates mostly with your interests. Whether it's perfumery, finance, green energy, or gaming, you can promote products like EvoScent. And by the way, we have Ramon Behar himself standing behind it. You can promote FNT, EPU, or RPGC, which will expand your business and help you build your investment portfolio at the same time. Networking and team support. MLCI is an ideal business if you want to make new acquaintances across the entire globe. It's people's business, first of all. Next, passive income with minimal financial input. So building your business in MLCI often requires little to no initial capital whatsoever. You can already make commissions without actually buying the product. So you focus on your team building and replication, and these efforts eventually pay off as passive income. Also, you can generate passive income from your investment portfolio. Remember the I component in the MLCI. 7, rewards and loyalty programs. And 8, access to the flow of financial prosperity. And finally, 9, involvement in cutting edge and high potential projects. And incidentally, RPGC RedPad Games coin serves as a perfect example of such a project. It's innovative, it's cutting edge, and it's loaded with potential. Of course, there are a few drawbacks to MLCI too. Firstly, it's a new model. And some individuals may find it challenging to grasp. And new things can be scary. New things can be intimidating. And sometimes even seasoned MLM leaders may initially struggle to comprehend this new brave model. However, once you truly grasp the power of MLCI, you will never ever want to return to the old ways. And similar to MLM, there might be concerns regarding your reputation because, as we already mentioned, MLCI incorporates an MLM component. On the other hand, many of us are already engaged in referral marketing, although we're not getting paid for it. We do it without any kind of compensation. And I will give you a real-life example based on my experience. Yesterday, for example, during my training on time management, I extensively promoted using Trello as your task management tool. And if after my training session, someone downloaded and started using Trello, I didn't get a penny out of it. Nada. Zero. But I promoted it anyways because I truly believe that Trello is a very good app. So why not start making money from referrals if we do them anyways? So go explore our platform, find a product you like, start promoting this product, and build your business upon it. Let's go to the next slide. Now, let me ask you a question. After everything you've heard, what would be your choice? Do you think MLCI is worth at least trying? And don't be like those people who say they don't like a dish even before they actually tasted that dish. The worst case scenario here is that you don't like it, you go back to your old life. But in the best case scenario, it will become your path to financial freedom. Let's go to the next slide, please. And one more. And now let me introduce to you our next speaker, a dear friend of mine, a very generous person, but at the same time, a very talented, great businessman who, thanks to this company, has become an international top leader, Giovanni De Rose. Giovanni, you have the floor.
Thanks a lot, Dennis. Give a plus so that we understand that you can hear me well and I can start. Dennis, once again, I'm very grateful to you for all the information and grateful to our partners from RedPad Games for information about this new project. Firstly, I will introduce. I'm Giovanni De Rosa and a representative of Italy in our Global Top Leaders Council. I am a professional multidisciplinary investor thanks to our projects, and I learned a lot thanks to our company, and all these made me an investor. I'm also an international public speaker and very grateful for all this to our project. I've been doing it for over 7 years, and I've been in over 70 countries so far thanks to our company. I managed to share our vision, mission, and goals to other countries, to other people globally. I also became a master profi coach and genius of finance game host. Therefore, when I travel, I always carry out different activities and interventions in different countries, and I fell in love with various financial areas, including cryptocurrency. As you know, a few years ago, we launched our tokens. I gave a deeper dive into it and turned into a crypto enthusiast. Before that, I had my schooling background. I was a school teacher working 30 hours a week, but today my life changed a lot and I became who I am, a successful person. So next slide, and I will tell you about my success, how I managed to turn my life, to transform my life. Like anyone else employed, I have always had my dreams, goals. I wanted to achieve my goals, but all this could be implemented through the compensation plan offered by our company. Look, here I managed to earn the figures that will be demonstrated in my follow-up slides. As Dennis said, we can earn a lot. You work a lot and you earn a lot, but here you earn a lot and even more than a lot, as there is no limit in your earnings. And through this bonus plan, it charged me and I could step forward, achieving my goals. So today I will explain my pathway. I will show you my team and my structure and how much my people earn. It's also important to take actions that will bring you forward. Your desires and dreams should continuously grow together with you, because remember that your earning depends on your volumes. The higher the volume is, the higher your commission is. It's important to plan decently your business. You should break your plans down into short-term, medium-term, and long-term plans. And only then your business will be efficient. You should also follow a dedicated strategy to stick to every day, every month, every year. And this strategy should be inherited by your team. And eventually you should design your financial plan to implement your dreams, including financial freedom and independence. I had a dream to travel a lot, and I could make it a reality. The more you earn, the better you get, the more you get. And you know, it's important to strive for financial freedom. Before, I could never achieve this if I stay in my previous job and earned 1,500 euros. It would not be enough to make all my dreams and goals a reality. Therefore, I will repeat myself. Thanks to our reward, compensation plan, bonus plan, I managed to change my life and became financially free. And here I'd like to show you a career ladder offered by our company. Thanks to the marketing plan, I became the president. I also started as you all start as a user. I made my first purchase. I started in 2016. I didn't have a lot of money to invest a lot and buy big packages, but gradually I moved upwards the career ladder. After an agent, I became a consultant. And the time when I only started this business, I managed to reach the manager rank as the fastest manager. And I even was rewarded for getting this status so quickly. But now all has changed a lot, as there are other tools and other possibilities, and you can even speed up the process of reaching a manager status. But at that time, I was a star, and the company has evolved a lot over the 7 years, and all the opportunities are in place. And please remember, the higher you advance along this career ladder, the higher your income is. And it's quite natural. In any MLM company, any similar company, our income grows up. And here you see the minimum income you are expected to earn when you reach this or that status. A president may earn from 100,000 to 1 million units, US dollars. Yes, it may happen that a president may earn $10 million. I will repeat myself. There is no ceiling. It depends on the way you will structure your team. And in this slide, I'd like to say that our system gives you immediate income from the first steps you take. You see that the first two ranks, user and client, as soon as a person signs up, he is a user or a client. And then after your investment of at least 10 units, you become a partner. And since that rank, starting from this rank, your income starts. You earn on 5 levels down, from 5 levels down. I was in MLM before I joined this project, and as Dennis said, I had to do my magic to sustain, to preserve my status, my volumes. But here, almost for free, after investing only $10, you start earning. You become an agent after investing $200, and your income increases because from the first level you earn 8% and 7% you earn from the second level up to the 5th level down. When you become a consultant, the sixth line is added up, and from consultant to president, the percentages are the same, but the consultant also gets from 2 to 4% from his sixth downline. It is done to differentiate between the ranks. And the sixth level up to the president, because as soon as you advance along the ranks, you add up, your investments add up, but your percentages increase. If I want to become a manager, after I will show you the practical examples of how you can advance from one status to another. But coming back to a manager, you see that your personal investments should be a bit higher, which afterwards will be added up to your previous investments. And in case of the president, your personal investment should be $15,000. But when you advance rank after rank, these figures are not so scary because they scale up gradually. And you see, this wealth creation plan is very interesting, is very attractive. The company offers 40% of its profits to be distributed in the network. And look, this is a great privilege for all of us. So quite a huge percentage which is allocated to the people. And in this slide, please have a look how you can advance from one rank to another. So the first rank I'd like to dwell on is a partner. As you see in this slide, you may earn from your 5 downlines. Partner is a startup rank, a newcomer rank in our company as a business partner. Here, we see a status of an agent and what are the qualification requirements for this status. So the required status, first of all, is to be a partner. Your total purchases should be at least 200 units, and you need to have 2 partners in your first line, each with a total purchase of at least 200 units. 2 persons that will make a purchase of 200 units. Therefore, as soon as you become an agent, you earn from your 5 downlines 8, 7, 5, 4, and 3% accordingly. To become an agent, it's not challenging at all. And I believe that over a day, you can easily advance to an agent status and start earning immediately. The next slide, please. And here, let's have a look at our core rank in our marketing plan, that is a consultant. And this is where your true career starts. If you are a leader and starting from a status of a consultant, you can see how your network is built. To become a consultant, you should be an agent. Your required status is an agent. Your personal purchases should be at least 500 units. You need to have 2 direct agents and another 2 agents who can be your first downline or another 2 agents down in other lines. What does this mean? If you have another alliance with the clients, and they sponsored or they signed up the people who became agents, then you may become an agent and start getting your income from downline 6, which means that your income increases. From level 1 and 2, you earn 8%. From level 3, you earn 5%. From level 4, you earn 4%. And from level 5 and 6, you earn 3% and 2% accordingly. So if you have two direct consultants, then you will share these percentages from line 6. In case you have 4 consultants, then from your 6th line, you may earn up to 4%. And here, I'd like to present you my strategies I apply when I start business. So, firstly, I'd like to urge all of you, in particular our newcomers, to reach a rank of a consultant in 1 month. Challenge you. You can do it even quicker and it would be much better. But let's talk about a time frame of 15 to 30 days. So this is the diagram that will show you how you can become a consultant. You may type in your name and visualize this. To become a consultant, I need to have either 4 agents in my first downline or 2 direct agents and another 2 agents down. When you bring into the company people, leaders, and you believe that they will listen to you, they will stick to your advice, then your structure will be quite strong, solid, and we will get quite a lot of benefits in future. My advice and recommendation to you to find trustworthy persons who will be agents in your first downline. And there is a question, by the way, in the chat where our bonus plan is located. It is on our website and you can download it from here. And we are moving on.
So after this first diagram that I showed you, and for you to implement your dream and your team's dream and to build your dream team, you have to set your goals using the SMART formula. Remember, SMART. You work smart and not hard. And we're working in the multi-level crowd investing. And it is of paramount importance that you follow this formula. You have also to celebrate and track your progress, your success, and it will literally push you forward. Also, remember that you need to set not only specific and measurable goals, but also they should be realistic, achievable. And by measurable, for example, I mean that you should be able to track it, to measure it, to actually quantify your goal. And again, achievable goes without saying. You shouldn't be dreaming or setting a goal for something that is absolutely impossible. And a successful person should also set goals that are relevant and goals that are time bound. Because if you're setting a goal that has no time limits, you're actually not going to push yourself towards achieving that goal. So basically, you can procrastinate and you can put off achieving the goal until the infinity. So let's go to the next slide, please, and see. Take a look at one example. For example, my goal is to get $500 within a month. Of course, my goal might be higher. It may be $1,000 or even $2,000. But what matters is that I'm already setting a goal. In this case, it's $500 a month. And for that, I will be working with my direct downline. I will be sharing my link with them, and what kind of a sales volume I need to get from my first level to get $500 in commission. And let's take a look at the answer to that question. And the volume, the team volume, shouldn't be that big. It's only $6,250. And here's the formula for you. $500 is multiplied by 100 and divided by 8, which is 8% of commission that you get from your first line. And in order for you to earn $500, you need to make sure that your structure's volume is 6,250. And you can literally make it in one day if you find enough people willing to purchase our product, or you can do it in 1 month. It all depends on how good you are at motivating others and how well you present our product, and also depends on how much time you have at your disposal. Let's go to the next slide, please. And let's see what kind of miracles teamwork do. I call this magic miracle. Why? Because thanks to this system, we can get incredible results. And this system, I call it duplication system. And in our case, it's 2 by 2, which allows you to make a lot of money all the way down to the 6th level. So basically, if you work by the system 2 by 2, so you invite 2 people, you train those people, you teach them how to be yourself, in essence, and then those guys invite 2 people on their own, teach them, duplicate the process, and then you increase by 2, by 2, by 2. So at the 6th level, you will have 126 people. And if each of them make a purchase of $1,000, and you might be skeptical about it, it might seem too much for you as an average purchase of $1,000, but it actually is not. I'm analyzing my work, and I see that over the span of 7 years, I invested tens of thousands of dollars. And imagine what kind of money my upline earned from my investment. And here we're not talking about one person only. We're talking about a whole structure. And if we apply an average purchase of $1,000 to our entire structure, we get $126,000. And your bonus will be around $5,000, $5,040. So what will be your bonus if the average purchase in your structure is $2,000 or $4,000? And just take a peek at the percentages you can make at each level. You will see that $5,000 is just peanuts. And if we use the magical system of 3 by 3, you will see that the difference is enormous here. It goes exponentially. It grows exponentially. So let's take a look what happens if instead of 2 people, I add 3 people to my first line. I teach them. I ensure that duplication is in place. I have meetings with them. I provide them with the required information, and then they do the same. And you need to understand that once you start this business, you need to nurture this business. It becomes your work, your business. We need to stay close to people. We need to be always able to and willing to help them to address their work-related problems. They are your family. And so what we do here is at level 2, if your 3 direct downlines invite 3 people each, I have 9 people in my structure. But of course, well, it's not 9, it's 9 plus 3, actually, it's 12 people. And I suggest you do not work with your relatives or friends only. Go outside your immediate surroundings. And also, once you achieved the number 3, don't stop there. Go further, add more people to first line. Play it safe. What if one of those people drops out? But you still want to make sure that you have at least 3 by 3. Because if you are an esteemed leader, a top line, you should continue being a sponsor, continue being a person who helps others out. And you continue moving forward without stopping because it brings joy. So could you please go back to the next previous slide, sorry, for a minute? So we have 126 people in the first case, and now we have 126,000 people in 3 by 3. So let's keep the, it's, my bad. It's 1,092 people, a total number of people in your structure. So with an average purchase of $1,000 each, your total sales volume will be around $1 million, which makes $42,000 as your bonus. Imagine what kind of a bonus you get if average purchase is $3,000. But let me try and answer why we always use the average purchase of $3,000. Sometimes, and it happens quite often, people make even bigger purchases of $3,000 and $4,000. And I notice it quite a lot during my work. And then it levels out those purchases that are smaller than $1,000. That's how you come up with an average purchase of $1,000. And we're talking about earnings here that way higher than your average salary in most developed countries. Even Europe, and let alone some less developed countries where the average salary of people is like $200, $300 per month. And $42,000 a month, or even per 2 months, is an incredible amount for them. But if you aim really big, and then the sky is your limit. And for that, you need to build your structure even wider. Go 5 by 5. And that's where the actual magic happens. That's where actually making quite a lot of money. So if you invite directly 5 people, or even better, if you have 30 people in your first line, and then 5 people will be your hardcore networkers, people who would like to build their career, and then they will bring 5 people each, see what happens. On level 6, our structure will be 15,625 people. That's an astronomical number. And imagine from first line, you get 8%, and then 8% from your second line, then 5, 4, 3, and 2 to 4% in the sixth line. And then add it up together and see what kind of money you can get. I have the highest rank in this company. So basically, I make around 10% from the 6th level to infinity. And it is very important that you have sales and people in your 6 lines and downwards to infinity. That's where the actual money is, even though the percentage might seem smaller. It's numbers game. So here, your sales volume would be $19.5 million, with your bonus being $752,000. Guys, I don't know how much you make on average in your everyday life, but my structure over the 7 years generated 50 million. And then take away those 2 years that had been taken away from us because of the pandemic, where people couldn't move around freely, couldn't do their business properly, but we still adapted. And we survived that period. And when we say $19.5 million as your sales volume, I repeat, your commission would be 752,000. It's just one product. It's completely realistic. That's what we did with just one product back in 2014. Now we have a whole variety of products, but I always say focus on one exclusive product offered by our company, and everything's going to be peachy. You won't spread yourselves too thin. And the RedPad game coin is a perfect example for a very good product for promotion. They are going to launch their game very soon. And then this token will be the core token of the entire ecosystem. And you did see our packages. There are packages for $25. There are packages for $17,000. Just focus on one product and promote that product. You can easily reach the numbers you can see on the slide. And this is what happened to me when I just started this business. And the same happens to my teammates, people who are in my structure. All you need to do is to focus on one product, work on it, and promote it. Let's go to the next slide, please. So here you have a comparison of 4 different models. And I suggest you go for one and do your best to realize just one. And I don't recommend you go for 2x2 or 3x3. Go for at least 4x4 or 5x5, because this is where you're gonna become really successful. Let's analyze models 4 and 4 and 5x5. And here I took only 8 levels. So in the first case, you're going to have 87,000 partners. And in the model 5x5, you're going to have a total of 488,000 partners. So remember, to grow up in your rank, you need to have 4 qualified partners in your first line. So basically, if you start with 4x4, that's when you meet the criteria. Then you can go further. You can go 6x6, 8x8, but at least build 4 strong legs, 4 strong lines, branches, and then you can expand. I don't know even how to describe it to you. When we launched this product in 2019, so what happened in one day, once we achieved new ranks, it was euphoric. It's unforgettable memories. So basically, you have your goal in front of your eyes. You just have to set that goal and move towards that goal. So this is the strategy, I repeat, that is easily implementable. Now let's go to the next slide and take a look at the 4 business systems of MLCI. And you should not only use it only when you're a beginner. They're applicable to all different ranks. Even for me, in my rank as a president, we all start from system 1, which is attraction or recruitment of partners. And here at your disposal are all past possible tools like word of mouth, standard advertising, social media advertising, and attraction or selection system is of paramount importance. In other words, you need to understand whether that particular person you're working with is ready for your product or not, because you might waste your time on people who are not productive at all. You might even sign up people, but they will be just like dead weight. That's why you need to make sure that your base is solid and is composed of people who are willing to work. The second system would be business connection. So I've been doing MLM for almost 20 years, and I can tell you that the business connection or business building system is a actually working system, but you need to apply it on a daily basis, and the results will not be far off incoming. And the third system is the training system. You cannot move forward without improving your skills, without getting trained, without getting properly educated. That's the only way for achieving results. And Warren Buffett, I remember, said one thing. He said that you become a great investor by training. Well, I'm paraphrasing, but that's the essence. When you have knowledge, when you know where to invest, and people who ignore education are people who will never become successful. Just remember this saying. We should never, ever ignore training or ignore getting better or more knowledge, because good result is impossible without it. When you become a president, for example, and if you do not keep on getting education, you will stop in your development, and you might actually lose your rank, or you might keep it but not make good commissions. You can always reach the peak of the mountain, but there is always a higher mountain close by. And that's where you should aim for. And in life, there are lots of different situations. And we always need to know how to fight and never give up. And the fourth system is the system of leadership growth or leadership testing, because you are not born a great leader. You become a great leader. And you do that by having a strong team with you. It's not a person who invested $1 million, brought in 1,000 people, and then left the project and moved on to another company. No, a leader is a person who sticks no matter what. Leaders are people who are always there for you, who always share information and news for you, who shares updates with their structure about their company. And a leader is not only a leader of their structure, of their team alone. They're a leader for the entire company. They represent the company. They participate in the company's decision-making process. Because when the ship is having a smooth sail, everyone enjoys it. But once the storm hits, that's where we need all hands on deck. And we need the efforts of all the people to keep our ship afloat. And that's where leaders come into play. And on this slide, you can take a look on how to focus on growing your skills that will take you to your success. We should always focus on our competencies. As you know, business is built on knowledge and time invested. Of course, the first thing you start doing is you participate in meetings and start doing your own small meetings. Then you organize webinars, presentations, and you participate in the master classes. I personally organized a total of 500 different conferences in different hotels of this world. I held maybe 1,000 different webinars, and not only in Italy, but across the entire world. I represented my country, and still do, in the leadership council of our company. I have always also been a Italian representative in our global top leaders council. I was an ambassador of my country in the managerial board of the company. And I'm also an ambassador of the project that we are promoting right now. It's a great mission. The mission is to educate, enlighten 15% of our planet. We're all ambassadors of this company. So we should always be at the forefront. We should always have clear set goals that we should never abandon, and we should always go for. Remember, it is our company. We're all co-owners here. We all have our skin in the game. It is not Mila's or Armand's company. It is ours. It is something that we've created together over all those years. And today, we should be the people who are hungry for knowledge, who want to learn, and who are open to new knowledge and new ideas. And all the products and services offered by the company are out there for you to grow your business. But all we need to do is to be open. Let's use social media, all different communication channels, and all the instruments that the company offers and gives to our disposal. We should be part of the development process for our company, attend webinars, attend presentations, all possible meetings, attend all meetings organized by the company, because every meeting has something new in it, some new knowledge, and we need to pass on that new knowledge to other people. We need to follow our established path, and we need to help people who want to understand our product and our services. Remember that we should never leave people behind. We are building this company together, and we need to do our best to protect this company. We simply have to help, even when the times are the hardest. So another important thing that I wanted to touch upon, since we are in this great business, and since we are getting our financial knowledge and we are opening new topics, we are launching new products, we get to grow as well, personally grow. And then we pass on that knowledge, that experience to people who would like to take over after us. So this diagram that you see on the slide is also your motivation, something that will incentivize you from the get-go. So basically, as soon as you set on this path, you should already have a plan towards achieving at least the rank of the president, but never stop there. Let's go to the next slide, please. And here, I would like to remind you to sign up on our social media, follow us up to get all the recent news and updates. And you can scan the QR codes of our social media channels, where you can find all the information about our company. Again, our updates, project updates, changes to the projects, products, etc., etc. So sign up to our Instagram, our Telegram, and be abreast of all the news that our company is publishing. And one more advice from me: visit our back office from time to time, because that's where you're going to find all the information about our projects, everything that our company has prepared for us, and also the plans for the future. And I'm sure that many of you will watch this webinar as a recording, or probably rewatch it if you were lucky enough to attend it live. And I'm sure that this training will incentivize you to start working in our company, choose a project, focus on it, and move forward. Guys, remember that thanks to MLCI, you can achieve incredible heights. Duplication plus training works miracles. Plus, the assistance provided by our company can help you achieve incredible results. And remember, we have the security token, we have the marketing platform, we have Unitex, Global UnitPay, our own blockchain. We've created an incredible infrastructure. We invested in all of those platforms, and a lot of work and effort has been put into it, a lot of human resources and knowledge. And because that's what we stand behind, you work, you get results. And I would like you guys to activate this system, the system of multi-level crowd investing, unlock your compensation plan, ensure duplication, bringing new people, and start making big money. And all of it is possible thanks to our project. And you can fast track your journey to success together with MLCI, and then help distribute that wealth across wider population of our entire planet. So thank you very much for your attention. I would like to thank Dennis. I would like to thank the entire team that is working right now for our benefit. I would like to thank our new partners for joining in. I would like to thank RedPad Games and all of you guys. Again, thank you very much for your attention, for your patience, and hopefully this webinar was of value to you. And see you very soon this month. We're going to have a meeting with our Italian team on Monday to develop our regional development plan for Italy. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Listen, friend, I want to ask you something. I want to ask you what we normally forget, but it is very important. I suppose it is the most important thing you could hear from me right now. So listen carefully. Here's what I want to ask you to do. Dream. Dream like a child. Sincerely, with an open heart. Dream as if nobody has ever said this awful phrase to you. Dreams don't come true. That's a lie. Your dreams will come true if they are yours. If you believe. If you act. Dream. Dreams inspire. Dreams motivate and move to act. Dreams make you get out of bed and fill you with energy. Dreams make you happier, as you cannot dream about something bad. Dreams give you wings. Dream. Dream. The dream is your vector. A dream with faith and movement forwards is a goal, and the goal is certain. It gives direction. Without a dream, you are blind. You don't know where to go. You're a flugel spinning in place, a splinter carried by the turbulent flow of life wherever it pleases. Be a sheep. Dream. Live consciously. Live a full life. Dream. It is dreams that fill our lives with meaning. Don't exist. Live. I beg you. We did not come into this world to just work, exist, to fight for our place under the sun. We came to dream and thereby create. Dream. Don't look back. Dream about your own, not what you are told. However small your dream is, it is yours. Make it come true and dream about something else that is important to you. Dream after dream, dream after dream. This is life, do you understand? This is what life is about. Dream, I beg you, otherwise others will dream for you. But then you will not live your life, but theirs, and you will make the dreams of others come true, not yours. Do you want this? If this is what you live for, if this is what you dreamed about when you were little, when you loved and knew how to dream, listen, friend, stop, don't run. You won't make it on time without a dream anyway, if you don't know where to run. Don't waste your time. Don't waste time at all. It is the most important thing you have. I never understood how you could kill time. Stop. Remember what you dreamed about as you did dream sometime before. Dreamed that you would grow up and become someone successful, someone important, significant. You'd become a scientist, artist, doctor, sportsman, cosmonaut. You dreamed about traveling the whole world, discovering new things, creating a masterpiece, leaving a memory of yourself, or simply without knowing how, but dreamed you would definitely be happy. And then for some reason, you stopped, grew up. This world was created by dreamers, madmen. Nobody believed in their dreams. And those people said, hey, this is impossible, stop being silly, do something serious. Everything great that we appreciate, use, take selfies in front of, was once someone's dream, someone's impossible fantasy, someone's goal and faith. Dream, friend, wherever you may be, whoever you might have become. It is never too late to make your dream come true. Think, what would you be doing right now if you were not surviving? What do you truly want? Ask yourself. People are made to discover and create. You can't not want anything, not strive towards anything. It is abnormal. Do you understand? Now is the high time to start. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not from Monday. Now, start dreaming. Dream big and dream small. See yourself and the world the way you like it. Create it in your fantasies, your mind first. Draw your masterpiece. Dream, believe, act, and never give up. Never. You hear me? Never give up and never betray your dream. I believe in you, friend, and you should too. Start dreaming.